Hi everyone, Raj Sharma here. It's just after 8 o'clock in the evening on Saturday, and I've just come back from a meeting with some potential investors. So I had about a 2.5 hour meeting with some investors who actually, a young couple who are actually friends of mine. So they are friends, but they've been watching what I've been doing on Facebook and keeping up to date with things that I've been doing in property. So they asked to find out more and find out how they can get involved, etc. And at this stage, they want to invest some money. So they had lots of questions, and I just thought I'd make a quick video to let you know how the meeting went and how it was structured, and to let you know some of the things that you should be considering, thinking about before you're going to a meeting like that, and what sort of questions that you might be asked and what sort of answers that you need to have prepared. So first of all, it's good to let people know what you're doing in the content that you post on Facebook, so that you know people know about what you're doing in the first place. And I've been doing that since the start of this year, really, sort of documenting my first project and talking about things that are involved in running a HMO. And so they had more questions and they want to get involved, and ultimately they want to make a similar investment themselves. But at the moment, they're more interested in learning the ropes and investing money that they've got saved in the bank. And they want to obviously do that safely and securely. So, I mean, it helps that I know them, so they're friends. So, the first thing that I would say is that if you're looking for investment, look at your pool of family and friends, because you've already got the know, like, and trust element there. So that's the first point of call, I think. The other thing that they know is that I've done the project myself, and I on purposely did the first project myself with my own money at my own risk to prove the concept that it works in my area. And so that's been fully tenanted for a year, so that gives investors some comfort that I've actually done a project and that worked. They wanted to know a bit more about the actual property, so have those numbers prepared: cost, price, what the expenses are going to be, and what the refurb is going to cost. And most importantly, really, what they really want to know is, what's how assured am I of getting their money back to them in the framework that we're talking about. So typically the framework is 12 months, and it's a fixed rate of interest over the 12 months. So they want to be comfortable, that they get that money back, and what the plan is to make sure they get their money back. So basically, I think what you need to do is really have the finance structured in a way that you've got comfort as to what the end value of the project is going to be. Now, that's going to have some upfront costs, there's going to be valuation fees, etc. But what I've found is that the most accurate way of doing this is to have a finance product which is a bridging product, but it eventually goes on to a HMO mortgage. So it's a bridge to let product where the end valuation is agreed and calculated upfront, so that you're confident that the end value has been valued and you're going to achieve the remortgage monies that will clear any investor finance. So that was their main questions, really, as to how the money was going to spend and how it's going to be repaid back. And also they were very interested in learning as well along the way. So they're very interested in watching the project as it develops to get a bit more confidence about um, getting involved in the investment for themselves. And so one of the questions that they asked was that they said, Raj, if we do invest with you, then will you help us set up a HMO of our own? And I was quite honest with them. I told them, I said, look, even if you don't decide to invest, I'll help you anyway, because they're friends of mine and I've known them for a long time. I said, so don't let that be a deciding factor. I'll help you on that anyway. So that was it, really. So it was nice to catch up with them anyway, and we'll see how it goes. But I hope that's useful. So in summary, really sort of build up your experience, build up your own knowledge, have your numbers ready for any questions, and have your exit very carefully calculated, planned out, so you can tell them that, look, this is how we're going to get your money back. So I'll let you know how that goes and see what they decide. And but it's one of the first few meetings I've had of this type where I'm looking at investor funds, and it was a good experience. Enjoyed it. I'll let you know how we get on. Bye.